Let's start with the mental health check-in. How are you?
I, like we say all the time, despite the state of everything, I am doing well mentally. I am getting to know a newer
Amen.
version of myself. Like I feel like even though I'm 28, I feel like I'm 18 all over again.
Mm-hmm.
Because again, I grew up in a emotionally unstable household and good old childhood trauma and all that stuff. So it's like I wasn't able to embrace that goofy side, that whimsical side of me, that inner child. So
It's
right
true.
now I'm going through that, and I be in my room like just vibing,
Just doing their own
just
thing.
doing my own thing, the things that I couldn't do because I was so scared. Back when I stayed with my biological family. So I'm proud of where I'm at now. And it's only up from here. That we're going through a shift, I feel like.
Absolutely. And I just want people to understand that you teach people how to treat you. And I don't care if they are your biological family or not. You teach them every day what you will put up with. So if you see you putting up with treatment that you'd rather not put up with, you need to start reviewing your actions that made somebody think to themselves, they won't care if I disrespect them.
Right.
But yeah. So I wanted to go ahead and start at
How
least.
you feeling?
Oh shit. All right.
You
No,
tried to be slick. You tried
I
to stick
did.
it.
I did because girl, who wanted to? But no, I'm actually okay. Spent a good a little minute at my mom's, and that was beautiful. Um, I think I am dealing with some internal family things that I truly hope come to fruition. Shout out to anybody who is caring for anyone who is incarcerated right now. Um, Life can really be lifing. So I need wherever you find solace, wherever you find safe space, I need you to take full advantage because you need it. And the reason why I say that is because it is so easy for us to overlook our own pain. It is
Yeah.
so easy for us to overlook, oh, do I need something right now? It's so easy to be like, bitch, you don't need shit. What do you need? And instead of trying to figure out what you do need, you spend too much time upset with yourself for telling anybody you needed something to begin with. It's not right what we do to ourselves. It's one thing to do it to one another because obviously we're going to project. But to do it to ourselves, it's like we don't even need help. We don't even need help in getting there. It's like you don't need help with white supremacy. You don't need help with misogyny. Listen, we are all willing participants.
Yeah.
Willing participants. And I think I was, at least recently, kind of shook. Like, despite whatever you may say, baby, there are some things you agreed to.
Yeah.
And that was the thing. That was the thing I was wrestling with because it's really easy for us to go ahead and be like, hey, I'm here for the people. I'm fighting for my family. I am fighting, like it's not hard to be on the right side of history on the surface. It's hard to do the right thing.
Yeah.
when all is said and done. Because people are still looking out for their advertisement dollars.
Mm-hmm.
Like let's
Like
keep it about.
it's like that's why it's like under Empire, even though unfortunately it's hard to not participate in it, not to feed the machine.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
want us to continue to beat ourselves up just because we happen to be a victim under this white supremacist capitalist structure. Because sometimes, well, actually, no, a lot of times they would use that, conservatives especially. Oh, well, you just bought you this, you just bought you that. That's capitalism. But it's like, no, you're not going to gaslight me just because I happen to be in the plantation. And I get to critique it, and I'm going to always critique it. Now, the other option for me is death, because unfortunately we're out organized. But you're not going to gaslight me and say I can't critique this structure just because I happen to be a part of it.
I 100%
And I would beat
agree.
myself up a lot for that because like I would feel so guilty because it's like I just did this.
The reason
But I'm talking
why
about this.
the reason why I believe that it is 50-50, and when I say 50-50, 50% propaganda when it comes to all of the things that you are supposed to do in order to be looked at or viewed as a good person. And then the other 50% is the actual work you do. The work it looks like you're doing, and then the work you actually end up doing. I notice as an advocate for Black queer people, there is no shortage of positions that I can put myself in that can be precarious. Sometimes I really have to pick my battles, and sometimes I have to be like, you know what, there's power in being unemployed. What the fuck can you do to me?
And they know that too. They know there's power in
Yeah.
it because that's why it's illegal to be homeless. Because you don't have to participate in the machine. You're a deviant.
It's true.
A criminal. Or
It's
quote,
true.
unquote.
No,
So it's like
yeah. No, it's
it's
true.
just so fucked up to think about, and that's why it's like now that I see shit for what it is, it's hard to once you escape the matrix, girl. Once you unplug from it, girl.
It's really hard to go back.
It's so hard to go back. So it's like now I'm at a point where it's like I can either choose to see shit for what it is and be miserable until I die, or I can see shit for what it is and be like, no, bitch, okay, I'm gonna make the best out of it, and not take advantage of the people that I love and that love me, and just enjoy that moment and be in the present with them, still being aware and still doing the work the best I can. But I think that's where I've chosen to like not doom scroll and not do all these things.
That's where you've decided to live.
Yeah. Doesn't mean that I don't care, but it's like
That's an accomplishment.
it's just not healthy for me. And again, I have people that I love and vice versa too much to choose the other option.
Well, I also think that it's really important for us to come to grips with our own reality. We have a lot of people in our lives who absolutely want to lead us through this thing. Like it is Bird Box and they're throwing us a piece of rope. Hold the fuck on. They want to help. But sadly, there are so many of us who get distracted by bullshit, babe. Some deep-seated bullshit. And the ones who are getting like wrapped up in it, it's the TERFs. They want so badly to go ahead and fight for somebody who's marginalized. But instead of fighting for who's actually marginalized, they decide to do this shit instead. It's really fucking sad. I need you to look at TERFs as people with no home. It's not quite the natives with no turtle island, but it's close. And the reason why I say it's close is because these white women have been looking for a home since the suffrage movement. And they haven't been able to find one since the TERFs.
Yeah.
This is where they feel at home. J.K. Rowling, we can blame it on mold as much as we want. And as a person who's gotten quite a few things from mold, I just want to let you know, It doesn't make you racist, and it doesn't make you transphobic. It does make you ill. Everything else, bitch, that's on you. There's a reason why Emma Watson, Rupert Grint, not the guy who played Malfoy, not the one who looked like a preemie, but what was his name? What was his name? He like it was like his hairline was back here for some reason.
Like 50 yards
You're
back.
right, and I think it was because they dyed it to look like his scalp.
Yeah.
Like he looked like Caillou with extra steps. Yeah, I didn't think the world was long for Malfoy, to be honest with you. I was like, where are you getting your vegetables from?
Right.
Anyway, moving on. So, one of the things that I will absolutely say.
I love the way you read the worlds. I just be like taking notes. I just be like, just sitting here admiring.
You so sweet. You so silly.
Loving my sister read the worlds.
Listen, sometimes we just have things to say.
You know.
Now, so let's go ahead and get into a little bit of Happy Pride, okay? Because we don't really get to celebrate Pride in the way that we should. Hopefully, this is the right video. Bitch.
Log in. Welcome to Earth's Ghetto Podcast.
Yeah, no, it's cool.
Y'all know what's
Yeah,
up.
no, it's fine. You guys are just freaking whores. I don't know why you've got to be this type of whore. I feel like that's a specific.
Very homophobic.
You know what I'm saying?
And
Like,
during Pride Month.
like I feel like it's a specific type of whore that we never need to be there for, but it's fine. Okay, perfect. So let's just get here, please. Yeah. What? Okay.
It said we gotta think about it.
No. Don't play with me right now. I am not in the mood.
They said we'll come back to. Let's put a pin.
Because
on it.
I'm still like, wait, what? We're not gonna be able to upload this part either.
Copyright, girl. Yeah.
What the fuck? Why is it like this? I really can't stand it. Like, what is this about? Okay, log it. Okay, all right. Thank you.
It said you're down.
Get up there! Get up!
Okay, anyway. So, before I get started,
It started at 12 minutes or something.
listen, before we get started, I just want to say Happy Pride Month to everybody who decided they weren't going to take that last homophobic comment. The last person who decided to go ahead and talk about you as you walk to your car. The last person who decided to talk about the flag that you had inside your car. This is for every single one of them. Because I promise you, this nigga was beating his own father with the ancestors. The ancestors of old. I don't feel like anybody wants to understand it, but they filled him with the Holy Spirit and tapped that ass. Okay.
And I am here for getting your ass whooped for being homophobic, just like I'm here for getting your ass whooped if you're racist. I don't know where this whole thing came from, where violence is not the answer. It may not be the answer, but it's the solution.
It's always the answer for you, but it's never the answer for me.
So it's like, girl, it is the answer. You're like, stop playing in my face. Watch your mouth, and you won't get popped.
And we can move on. and we can move on. But anyway, so this is a young man who wanted to go in and see his brother graduate. His homophobic father said, "If you come here, I'm gonna beat your ass." And he said, "I don't think you should try it." And he sat down. That's what he did. And when he sat down, his father decided to do one of those. Mm-hmm. Which, by the way, my love.
And that's where you fucked up. In that moment.
Right here. Girl.
Yep.
Girl. Anyway, so let's see
Uppercut. Falcon punch.
Ooh, let's see what happened.
Get up there. Get up. Get up. That's what I thought. Get up.
So what's the problem?
Well, there wasn't one as far as I know of. However, now we gotta go to the other video. Oh, girl, that's not even the one I wanted to play. Where are you?
It says you get this instead.
Right?
Especially goes to that young man that whooped his daddy's ass at graduation. Baby. Hello? He dragged
him lumped up
his
and
damn
at the
daddy down
bottom
on the
of the
steps like a
stairs.
sack of potatoes.
It didn't even
That
have to
young
be
man
like this.
It didn't.
It really
Summoned
didn't.
every
But these are
queer
decisions
ancestor
you
that came
Stupid
before him.
games.
win.
Cause you know what hell yeah.
Amazingly stupid practice.
Start beating your homophobic ass parents' ass. Start whooping their ass.
Yes.
I agree.
Uppercut them.
I do agree. And it's one thing that really pisses me off where y'all think that because a man is gay, because you see a trans girl, you think that you can antagonize them and mess with them, thinking that they can't fight. You automatically assume that they soft. Baby, I saw a video the other day. Trans girl flung that man clear across the goddamn street. NYC street too. Clear across the goddamn street in heels. No, because what you thought? You was gonna bother her? What you thought? She wasn't gonna defend herself?
Right, because what you thought
Happy
was
Pride.
nice.
And keep whipping your homophobic parents' ass. Have a good day.
That's the thing, it's like when you
And
put
Happy
someone in the
Pride.
corner for so long, it's
Happy
like, what the
Pride
fuck you expect to
especially
happen?
goes to that young man that whooped his daddy's ass at graduation.
Like, y'all better learn to learn when the stove is hot, bitch.
I love it. I love every single moment of it.
I'm here for it. More of this, please.
And I am not going to say that every single thing is going to be won by violence. I will not say such a thing. However, what I will say.
Girl, how you get this off the screen? I'm trying to fix the screen, friend.
Well, you know what I will say, friend? What I will say.
Milo, you got 2 hours.
Get out.
Right.
Okay.
You saw him, he said, and will.
Listen, and I will go. Go,
You don't have
bitch.
to
Like,
tell
I'm
me
not about
twice.
to go ahead and deal with you. All right? The hell? All right. Anyway. So, let's go ahead. So, I I am very, very glad to see people standing up for themselves in every single capacity that they can. I just want to let you know, nobody decided to raise no bitch. And I don't care who your first bullies were. I feel like you've been around here for too long to be taking the kind of shit you motherfucking taking. Absolutely the fuck not. I'm sorry, has life not been hard?
Right.
All right then, so shut the fuck up.
I'm here for it. Like, you're not, I would never take any gaslighting from that. Like, oh, that's not what you should do. That's still your dad. That's still your dad. That's still your, like, girl, no ma'am.
I don't care. I don't care.
Keep your hands to yourself.
If you don't want any problems, won't start none,
Won't be none.
I feel very okay with that. Figure yourself out however you decide you want to figure it out. But anyway.
All you had to do was mind your business and leave me the fuck alone.
I promise
but
you.
You got up out your seat.
To come and do this.
To come and do this.
To come and do this. Girl. All right. Anyway.
Happy Pride.
Happy Pride. Beat they ass. Don't let nobody tell you that violence ain't the answer. Okay, because what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Anyway, so neurodivergence in a man-made society. I know you did this. You just put that down for a reason.
Yeah, I just want to say, being neurodivergent and working in corporate America, it's just not for us. It's impossible to work a job, to be honest, because we are a threat to the system. We are a threat to the machine. Because our bodies, our minds, the way our minds is set up, our nervous system, our everything about us,
it's true.
We literally just cannot do it. We question everything too much, and that's a problem when you live under a capitalistic system. Why does it have to be this way? Why the fuck is it like this and we only getting this? Why? That's a problem. We'll see you in HR. Well, let's write. And then we mind our business at work. In corporate America, if you're not kissing ass or throwing somebody else under the bus, you are a target. And we are
100%.
Yes.
Oh, 100%. They, I feel like it's the same way that you can see that the community, like as a whole, is being primed and reared for homelessness, being primed and reared for, you know, like they're being primed and reared for the poverty that they're supposed to expect to go through. And I feel like it's almost the same thing in reference to believing that any of the poverty, any of the bullshit that you're supposed to go through, that's something you're supposed to go through. These are the stripes. These are the stripes in our stars that we're supposed to be going through. And, you know, I know y'all are sick of it. Because I'm sick of it. And after being out of work for as long as I've been out of work, trying to figure out what I'm going to do. Because you know what the fuck I was doing at 3 o'clock this morning? Hold on.
What you was doing, friend?
Hold on. So, this nigga snoring like he about to go ahead and bring on the day after tomorrow. And I'm laying down just chilling. And I'm thinking to myself, I need to figure out what the fuck I'm about to do next, right? Especially when it comes to money, like what kind of steps we gonna make next, any of that shit. And I'm like, you know what? I noticed that there is a lot of truckers, right? And I was looking at things on TikTok, which is like, you know, the new HSN TBN of the world.
Cable television.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, oh my goodness, what I need is space and time. Because if I am able to pay monthly for the website to find out where all of these different halls are, then I could go ahead and do my own dispatch and start posting basically as a recruiter all over again. But for myself. All I can think to myself is, my nigga, I need to sign up for this thing where it's at the very least, it's $54 a month. Babe. As a nigga who makes sense, I would like crazy shit to make at least the $54 a month before I committed to such bullshit. But because that's not what the fuck happened, I am here hoping to sweet fake baby Jesus that I will find a way. I'm like, shit. I don't want to go ahead and just start doing stand up in my garage. Like life is hard. And let me tell you something. I would love to horror, right? In a respectable sense. Not because I feel like people deserve to see anything, but I do think I deserve happiness.
Absolutely, the fuck.
Do you know what I mean? And so if what makes you happy is something that also makes me happy.
That's how you know this is such a communal space, because under individualism, you're not really allowed to be happy or wish happiness for others like that, because selfishness, so much selfishness is involved. If this was such an individualized household, I'd be like, no, bitch, what are you doing?
Yeah, no,
you need to do this instead of that.
No, because that's what's going to help us along. You're only trying to help yourself.
When you live in a household who is so loving and is so aware of how that all of this shit is a game, it's like, why would I be mad at you for that? When it's the fucking system fucking us up in the ass. What you said, a bat dipped in sand?
A bat dipped in glass.
I will never forget when you said that. I said, why she say that?
Awesome, Meg the Stallion. Why would she say that?
Right.
No.
But that's so true, though.
No, I honestly, how do I put this? It's very, very unfortunate to see a lot of very beautiful black and brown people decide they're not worth it. I am not in the business of trying to get people to stay on this earth who don't want to be on this earth.
Yeah, I'm the wrong person to come to.
I'm
just because I'm going through a shift, still don't come to me, because girl, I get it.
I don't know what I will say. One of the things that I know I will say is that I love you, and no matter what it is that you are going through, I will be here in any piece of it that I can. Otherwise, babe, I don't, no, okay, so.
And that's just that.
I love you.
And that's just that.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so anyway, moving on to the
to summarize it, because
we went off on a whole other thing.
Under a capitalist system, not even just capitalism, but just the human indigeneity of it all. We're not meant to live like this, and we're a threat to all of that shit. And that's why I did the taboo, because it is taboo. I know it's taboo, the way I move.
Yeah.
And that's why it's
And
it's a threat.
I call myself Leviathan, because Leviathan is actually a monster from the Bible. Before there was like the big whale or whatever the case was, there was Leviathan. And I don't know if anybody remembers watching, Atlantis. That was the animal they ran into underneath the water, was the Leviathan. It was a very, very, very big deal to me. One of the things that I am realizing is that I feel like there is so much for us both to overcome, and I think the only thing that really saves us is the fact that we both want so badly to be better. I feel like if that wasn't the case, we wouldn't have a leg to fucking stand on.
And that's such a beautiful thing to have.
No, for real. Like, honestly, because I feel
it's
like
very rare and just to find something like that. Especially because, as we know, especially as neurodivergent people, humans suck.
They do. And listen, and when I say humans suck, I don't mean like, oh my god, animals are better, so on and so forth. Animals eat their own shit. What I'm saying is that there is so much hope all around you, and it is sad that a lot of us refuse to take a look. I know I don't survive without community. I know I can't move forward without community. So there's really not a whole lot for me to say. So I can only say that I feel bad for people who believe they are reliving The K, the book. I don't know if anybody's ever read The K. And it's basically about this black Caribbean man who gets stranded on an island with a blind white boy. Who was this for? I don't know. But at the same time, it was so crazy the way they wanted this black man to ignore anything that had to do with survival. Things you and I would never say to each other. Ever.
Interesting how that works.
Ever. Ever. No, it's fine. But I also feel like it's one of those things that a lot of us as black queer people kind of have to move through, because we need to see the topple of those particular Caucasian structures. We need to realize those things aren't real. We need to realize that these are things that we can move past. Now, is that easy? Of course not. Oh my God.
I tell you, when I first started this shift, this journey, and just embracing myself and not letting my old self, my mind consume my present self and my journey and like my, I guess you could say, metamorphosis even.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. That actually makes perfect sense, metamorphosis, actually.
Because again, when we're humans, we're constantly evolving. I don't want to be the same person. I don't. It doesn't make me feel good. It's depressing, and it's like, for me in my journey, I just don't think I deserve that. So,
but I also feel like we are all so tired of feeling empty. I think that we are so tired of feeling like we don't have anywhere near as many options. And I think that the strength that we give each other is not, we don't just deserve options, we deserve choices.
Yes.
I don't want you to just pick from the leftover bullshit I was able to. Do you know what I mean? Like it's. I don't know, man.
It's like we should want each other to grow,
Yeah.
just for the sake of it all, and just because
Just for the sake of growth
it's just
itself.
That's just how it is.
And it's
we are
really,
the universe experiencing itself. Not to get so philosophical, but whatever.
no, but I also feel like
And it's just a beautiful thing, and it's like it just feels good to grow with someone.
without it being romantic.
Girl, I don't know if I'm making sense. I am so
No.
I am welcome to Earth is Ghetto. I am so tipsy, y'all.
No, but I understand
But
completely
I'm-
what you're saying, because
I'm
it's
being
like
serious.
it
Like,
feels like the only way people are able to go ahead and be in relationship with one another is when it's romantic. But when you have a deep friendship, when you have somebody who is willing to go through the fire with you, all of a sudden you don't know where to label that person.
Yes.
You don't know where to put that person. And my whole thing is that we know exactly where
It's
to
still
put
a
each other.
relationship.
And it's still a relationship that is so important that it needs.
That's why sometimes friendships hurt worse than romantic.
Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. I've had too many breakups. That were friendship breakups that were so much worse.
It's like
Then-
a sword to the chest.
Bro, a shot to the heart. And the reason why I feel like that way the most is because we expect people who we are in romantic relationships to fuck us over. We expect that shit.
Oh, yeah, girl.
We will sit there and be like, I'm waiting for Gary to go ahead and
Yeah.
act a fool. Listen, I went ahead and gave him a little rope to hang himself with. I'm gonna call tomorrow night so I can go ahead and watch him like hang from the rafters, baby.
Right.
Anyway, I'll call you in the morning, girl. And
Hey, girl, just
listen, I just want to let you know we about to celebrate a death.
Period. Exactly.
Dun, dun. No, listen, we doing funeral marches over here. But I think that the really important part is
This is so random. I think you're like the first person ever in my life to where it's like I can fully be unmasked around.
oh, I love that.
Ever.
I love that.
Like
I really love
I
that.
can stem the fuck out
Really can.
and not feel judged or like,
But I feel like this is the issue.
because of that childhood trauma and me being whimsical, I would get punished for it. Because what are you doing? And then equating that to the femininity.
And it's almost like, how dare you
like, what are you
be
doing?
whimsical? How dare you not take on just the shouldering of the evils of the world? How dare you not do those things? And it's like,
you should always be a stoic black buck. Young man, you don't need to. You need to be at all times. That's the household I grew up in.
no, I believe you. But oh my god. No, I was just like, oh my god, therapy for everyone. But no, I think that the issue that I will constantly have is like the same kind of issue that my brother, as a masculine black male, was kind of trying to make space for himself within all of this. And there were times where I was not as sensitive as I would have wished that I had been. Now, does it negate the abuse that I had to deal with in reference to him? Absolutely the fuck not. Let me tell you something. That I had to clean the walls. We're going to leave it like that. I had to clean the walls and we're gonna leave it right where that lays.
I am sorry you
Use your imagination, bitch. Now, one thing that I will say is that I'm very, very glad that I've been able to kind of build a family structure from that space. I didn't feel like I was by myself, even when I was doing it. Even when I was up in Denver doing the craziest shit, I did not feel like I was by myself. I didn't. And I honestly feel like that was the only reason I survived that. Because
Absolutely.
Yeah. I put my trust in my tribe.
Ain't no telling where I would be. I tell you this all the time. Like,
Oh, hush.
girl, who knows where I would be right now?
Girl, bye.
Like,
So,
she traveled the entire country for me.
Listen.
And an entire, on the other side.
I think what people need to understand more than anything else is that your grave doesn't have a bunk bed, and it's not just about the fact that you do that shit on your own. It's the fact that all your decisions are final. And I realized at the end of my very last decision, for me to think to myself I did not do enough wasn't gonna sit right with me, friend. It wasn't gonna sit right with me. So I'm like, I guess I gotta get on a plane, nigga. Like, I was like, I guess I gotta figure out what I'm going to do next. And there's sadly so many people.
It's hard to come across people like that.
But I'm saying, it's sadly,
That's why I love what we have.
Deeply. But sadly, there are so many people who will do everything to discourage you from being there for that person.
Oh, yeah, girl. Hello?
I don't even know why. No, because the reason why I say I don't know why is because sometimes it feels like this is coming from the depths of like the inside of your cervix right now. Like, this is coming from within. And I don't understand why this is so deep within. Why do you feel this way?
Come on with an H. Within.
What? Because what? I'm trying to help my friend. You
got up out your seat.
Just to make sure.
Nene Lee said that. You got up out your seat.
Where is your scoot? No, it's not. No, I'm not about to do this. Listen. What I'm saying is,
you should get up out your seat.
where is your scooter? No, I'll put it like this. I'm very glad that I was able to go through a lot of these different processes with you specifically, but I feel so bad sometimes giving advice to people because we didn't allow for space for bullshit. Mm-hmm. When there was a friend, can we call that bitch a friend? Anyway, and I think it was at Tony's birthday party, and I was just like, ooh, there's a reason I ain't make it up there.
Speaking of turfs.
And I was like, I didn't want, my whole thing was, where is she? I don't have that many questions about what's supposed to happen next. I'm just asking for a location. Everybody cagey. Nobody want to tell a bitch where the fuck this hoe is at. See, listen, you see this shit? Oh, it's okay. It's Simpson. Okay. So just so you know, Simpson is my 10-year-old nephew. Oh. Yes, and he be calling me about all of the animes he loves. Mm-hmm. He's watching ReZero. He's watching Full Metal Alchemist, and he loves to tell me like, "Oh my God, holy stutter! I gotta tell you the episode I got to next."
Holy stutter.
He's so cute. I love him so much. But no, one of the next things that I do want to go ahead and get into nostalgia project.
I didn't put that. You put that?
No, nostalgia protects.
I thought it said Project 2, friend. We both tipsy.
I said,
I said, what's the project, friend? What you working on, friend?
I said, what's the project protecting? My bad. So listen.
You got about your seat. I'm playing. I be staring like just. We talked about this. Just saying random shit out of nowhere, and it just feels good. So
It really does. It really does. Dark Child. No. No. So
When I listen to the radio.
nostalgia. I think I put that here. Nostalgia protects because it does. I think one of the biggest issues that I love and hate about nostalgia is the fact that I think that it's, oh my God, man, I feel like it's something that's so needed. We need it. But we will fall into a pit of our own sin, trying to uplift nostalgia. And I'm sorry, my love, it's not okay. It's not okay. We do it regularly. And I feel like that's the biggest issue, is the fact that we have normalized it to the very ends of the earth. You know what it is? I think this is the issue, the biggest issue that I have the most is the fact that we are constantly trying to normalize us not looking too deeply into anything. We're trying to normalize saying fuck you to media literacy. We're trying to constantly normalize the fact that we don't want to look deeper into anything.
Right. Kind of like how, speaking of protecting nostalgia, how we are still trying to hang on to Chris Brown in the name of nostalgia, and how that was so long ago. Even though we have a whole even though we have a whole Excel spreadsheet on the things that this nigga did, but hey, run it, and nostalgia. Oh, he was so cute. Oh, I like the old Chris, so that's where I'm going. Okay, you're a bird. I get it. You want to be proud to post that? I'm going. Hey, okay.
Which, by the way,
say it loud so I know, like, to stay away from people like you. You know?
I bet you $1 million, the same bitch who was all disrespectful that one time, I bet you she was a Chris Brown fan. And if anybody had ever said that she was a Chris Brown fan, I would have told Aaron at that time to leave that bitch alone. But let me tell you something. The way you cis hoes be trying to phase and metamorphosize yourself into these spaces should be fucking studied.
Donate your brains to science, please. Because what? But oh my God, the patriarch, and oh my God, niggas, and they doing this. But you are still...
I'm grossed out by who you are as a person. And it's the same way where we will talk about Dwight Howard, and for some reason we're only talking about the fact that he's gay.
Yeah, that's...
And not
forget everything else. Forget everything else.
The fact that he's a rapist. You've got to know this is a you problem. I've never had an issue being like, hey, that's a rapist.
And the folks that are still defending, like, or say, oh, he gay, but who cares about the other stuff? Or the same folks telling their children to put on some different clothes because your uncle coming over and you know you can't wear something like that. And that's what really pisses me off.
And what's worse is the lies you are willing to tell yourself and the minors in your household is on par with any human trafficking ring that they have on every level. On every and any level.
You must hate black men.
You know what? That was my next stop. I gotta go piddle, but listen, no, that was my next stop. I hate.
Apparently, accountability equals.
I just also want to let y'all know, like, I don't enjoy white penis, so I guess that means that you know what? Y'all figure that out. That's got nothing to do with me. Because I'm not here to make this make sense.
That's where I'm at too,
for
friend.
you bitches.
Because people already got their minds made up anyway. You know,
like you're just like, oh my god, look at you big witch. Like fuck you.
Like girl, they already know what they wanted to say before they even.
You know what I'm saying? Before we ever had this conversation,
before I even opened my mouth to say something,
you were just like.
Like that's the problem. It's like I'm just
Harriet,
so sick
beat
of
your
it.
stove. Like shut the fuck up.
You know, you can't save them all. Got to catch them all, but we can't save you all because it's
I
like.
swear to God, you can't save them all.
It's like you really
You
can't.
can't catch them all. You can't save them all. You can't do shit, and it's unfortunate.
Because, like we say, damn near every other episode, you cannot sit here and say that you care about the liberation of black folks and then defend someone like a Chris Brown, defend someone like a R. Kelly, defend someone like a Bill Cosby, and so on and so forth.
And I hope you realize this is not
And me
just
calling
about
you out.
defending black men. This is not about just defending black women. This is about defending black people from the patriarchy, period.
Yes, because a part of decolonialization is like you really have to understand that cishet black men, the patriarch was not made for y'all. So why are you trying to hang on to it? I don't know.
We will honestly never fucking know, but you know what? That's okay. There are certain things.
Never mind, friend. I do know. We know. Because y'all want to hang on to that whip. Y'all want the whip.
You know what? You're not wrong.
You want to talk about mother.
You know what? You're not wrong.
Because, it just makes you feel good.
Because they love the whip. Mm-hmm. The whip is honestly, I really wish it wasn't so fun for them.
Even join them mentality. That's so unfortunate.
It makes me so sad because why are we like this? But you know what? I know exactly what the problem is. Sadly, there are too many of us who believe that our tax bracket will save us. They believe our white partners will save us. Hi, Raven Simone. They believe that a lot of the way that we vote might save us.
Wake it up.
They think that the Nikki Giovanni of it all, the James Baldwin of it all, might save us. And that's...
I voted. I did my duty.
Oh, not the 92%.
I voted. I did what I had to do. I voted. Did you know I voted? Because I voted. I took a picture and everything. I voted.
Okay, yeah, no, I got it. So listen,
like,
no,
okay,
100. Listen, no, I.
and we'll turn around. Ooh, let me not say that.
Ooh.
Ooh.
What I will say.
We both said ooh.
Ooh. What I will say is that for a lot of black and brown people, we have decided to go ahead and shroud a lot of our most controversial takes and shroud it around nostalgia as if we shouldn't be still defending it today. It's like when we talk about the Black Panthers. We're not having conversations as to why we're not doing that today. We're not having those conversations. I wish those are the conversations that we were having, but that's just not true. And to see black and brown people argue over whether black and brown children deserve to eat every day. I'm sorry, friend. If that does not mean that we haven't drank the Kool-Aid, I don't know what else it does.
Indoctrinated by empire, yet again.
No, you can't gaslight me into thinking that this is okay. You can't gaslight me. You can't give me a better education and think that I will agree with you. You cannot give me a better house and think that I will agree with you. And the issue is that there's too many of you step and fetchits who are willing to sell out for the almighty dollar. And the fact of the matter is, they may not even need a whole house to get you.
Just like how y'all so easy to sell out for that religion that y'all don't want to let go of. It's all connected. We sell out, tap dance for capitalism, tap dance for Christianity, our Holy Father, and tap dance for billionaires. It's just tap dance for whiteness. This is why they can't take us. This is why white folks don't.
Babe.
Girl.
Babe. Do you think they don't?
What we do.
Do you think they don't take us serious because
we exist? That's enough.
I'm sorry. The fact that that's actually a thing.
This why y'all wearing bonnets in airports. This why they can't take us
But
serious.
let me tell you something. Monique, shut the fuck up. The reason why no one takes us seriously is because you are still speaking and you aren't doing anything about your own child and your own grandchild. Figure that shit out, then go ahead and step and fetch it Michigan J. Frog over to us after you finish. But until then, I need you to shut the fuck up. Love you. Sorry. And also, I don't respect black women who want to police what black women wear. I don't care who you are. You could be Felicia Rashad. You could be bug-eyed Bill Cosby. I don't give a fuck who you are. The answer is still no.
Wear something different. She needs to wear something from the neck down.
Maybe you should do something from like the non-drugs down. Maybe stop giving bitches stuff. So you can do them while they sleep. I feel like you know what? It's fine. What am I? Why would I say that? Anyway,
Next case: babies deported while Dems and police to protect Gestapo. That checks out.
Of course. So let's go.
Y'all need to vote,
girl. Always.
Y'all better. I'm like, okay, girl.
Always. Let's see. Hold on.
Camps being run by the fascists in control of the country, and specifically let's talk about the Delaney Hall Detention Facility in New Jersey and the San Benito Detention Facility in Texas, because I think that these two facilities, while hardly unique in their cruelty, really highlight exactly what is going on in the United States right now and why we the people need to be doing a whole lot more than going to peaceful protests on the weekends and waiting on midterms to fix things. And let's start with San Benito, which I think is the more horrifying of the two, mainly because it involves minors. Specifically, pregnant minors, many of whom are pregnant as a result of rape and who have been sent to the San Benito facility where they have been denied access to proper medical care, outside contact, and their basic human rights. Multiple attempts have been made to contact the minors, including by state legislators, but the detention facility, which is run by a multi-billion-dollar private prison corporation, has denied almost all requests for contact, and in the contact that did occur, the minors showed clear signs of coercion by the guards. Even worse, many of those minors should have given birth by now, and we have no idea about the status or location of the babies, who would be U.S. citizens regardless of the legal status of their mothers. So not only do we have a very vulnerable group of minors being kept from the public in a facility known for the frequent abuse of its detainees, but we also have very real concerns that infant U.S. citizens are being deported or worse. And as bad as the situation in San Benito is, what's happening at the Delaney Hall detention facility in New Jersey is perhaps even more concerning for an entirely different reason. Dozens of anti-ICE protesters were arrested today outside Delaney Hall, not by ICE themselves, but by the state police, which were sent to protect the facility by Governor Mikey Sherrill and Attorney General Jennifer Davenport, both Democrats, at least in name. The protesters were at the facility in support of the prisoners, who are currently engaged in a hunger strike due to the awful conditions and lack of due process occurring at the facility. And instead of sending the state police to enforce basic human rights at Delaney Hall, something every Democratic governor should be doing, Sherrill sent the police to arrest the protesters instead. And if that doesn't tell you everything you need to know about just how complicit the vast majority of the Democrat Party officials are in the atrocities going on in this country, I don't know what will. These are concentration camps. Full stop. They are feeding prisoners food with maggots, denying them life-saving medical treatment, torturing them, abusing and isolating children, and deporting babies and American citizens. Thousands of people have disappeared, probably deported to third-party countries known for slavery, sex trafficking, and worse, and that's just what we know of. How much worse will the full truth be when Americans can ignore it no longer? I'm back.
So, it's something that I believe that we all expected. It's unfortunate. We're just going to move on to the next one because there's really not a whole lot we can say.
Like we say a lot, both sides have an end goal at the end of the day. And we need to be honest. We're moving backwards. We're moving backwards, or is the veil just being lifted? Is the spotlight getting more brighter?
Do you know what I mean?
Of what this country is. That's why I don't really say country. I say settler colony.
Are there more left-handed people, or is it safer to be left-handed? I
think that's the hard truth that Democrats and liberals don't want to just admit.
Yeah. Very much
we're not
so.
going back. It's like, but baby.
You keep on saying never again, but only for a certain set of people.
So it's okay to, because the thing with Iran, right? Your, again, girl boss, Kamala Harris said that Iran was the greatest adversary. It's still, so it's okay if we push it to 2032, I guess, and we can colonize if it goes through Congress, and that's okay?
Hey, what does that even mean?
It still would have happened. We need to wake up about where we live and just the facts and the reality of it.
And I know I also hate to go to be the bearer of bad news, but we have to stop pretending that the military are heroes. I know that this is, I'll be honest with you, this is not even a conversation I want to have right now. The military aren't heroes. They are poor people who are preyed upon for not knowing as much. I wish there was other things that I could say. I really truly wish that there was other ways that I could put this. But I remember specifically there was a person who I really, really cared about. And his name was Basil Heyman. Obviously Jamaican. The fuck. And he had a disabled younger sibling. So he was like, who else is going to care for her?
Yeah.
So he put his body on the line for so long until he fucking liked it. And I think there's a lot of veterans who don't want to talk about that portion of the process of liking it.
Yes. Get like an adrenaline rush.
Absolutely.
And they're still making Call of Duty games.
When we think about
like the 24th one.
Hotel Rwanda, or there's just so many pieces that we refuse to acknowledge that forge on whether you acknowledge it or don't. I truly hope that we can get to a point where we live in a space where telling the truth is just the only way to move. And not telling the truth that you can handle.
Yeah.
Because black and brown people have had to deal with a lot of different truths that they had no choice about. But for some reason, anyway. So, let us talk about the broken black binary. What the fuck was I going through?
Interesting choice of words, right?
I promise you it was. But we're gonna get into it right now because I did not think that's what we were going for. Here we go.
Right? The top thing on the list are he has to be 6 feet tall and rich. I've dated men who made less money than me, never once looked at them differently. I've dated men who
What if they're shorter and broker?
I've done that too. Here's the thing.
Wow.
He cares more than I do. What my experience has been, when I date a broke man, he resents the fact that I love him in a way that he's convinced that he doesn't deserve. That's been my I can't speak for no other woman, right? I have so many female friends who have told me, Blue, I actually don't have a problem with dating a man who makes less than me, but they're mean to me because they resent the fact that they make less than me.
I've heard that a lot.
That happens a lot.
They really mad at themselves.
Yeah, a lot of men, we don't talk enough about the women who are not your homegirl, the women who are actually showing the grace. It's him who resents that he's not living up to the other men, and he can't conceive that I still want him.
These niggas be insecure as fuck.
There you
I
go.
agree with you. And most of these niggas lead. What's happening, in my opinion, in society is, and it's reversing and has both genders upset.
Mm-hmm.
We have been running the country and the world on a system of patriarchy where the man leads with the money and the women lead with the looks.
And that's unfair to everyone.
And it's really prostitution. We can call it whatever the fuck we want to call it, but it's prostitution, right? And so now when we reverse the shit, you know how many women say, yo, I can't date a handsome dude. A lot of women say,
Okay, I just want to go ahead and pause there. Obviously, Joe Budden podcast, I don't know, sorry, what the fuck. Anyway, I'll be honest with you. I can honestly say I truly feel bad for the people who are currently listening to the Joe Budden podcast.
I don't know how y'all do it.
No, and the reason why I say I don't understand how any of it happened, say hi to Mallory.
You know, it's been forever.
I know, right?
I miss you too. I'm about to turn around and have to go back real quick. I have to. I have to be there for my baby. I have to. I'm gonna stay at Donnie's just for like a couple days. I'll come back. I'm gonna get that Frontier $200 pass, you know?